Good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Deborah, aka The Sunset Girl Creates, and today we're going to continue working on our ornaments. It's just lots of fun going on in here. Got lots of things going on. They're all dry. I'm going to bring all of them in so you can kind of see them as we go. So these are the ones we did on camera yesterday. They're all dry. We're going to flip them over. But look at how the eyes are. I don't know if you can really see the... There it is. Okay. See how it shines? Isn't that cool? So that's what I was using for the eyes. And I did them on the hooves too. So see, you can see them on the hooves. See how they pop out? They almost look like 3D, right? Isn't that cool? So those are done. Here's the penguin. This one's the fun one too. Because look at that water. You can see that water shine, right? We got a nice border with that light blue. Looks really cool, huh? And look at her. Isn't she pretty? I pulled out some of my satins as well. Okay, and then I have a moose with a tree and all the decorations. Fun times, man. And the bulbs down here on the bottom, they have the filling as well, so they look like they're filled in 3D. And then I have an elf with a teddy bear and some thread, and look at how tiny that is. If you're careful, you can get glitter on it. I don't know that I got glitter on that one. There is another one I think that I got glitter. Oh, I must have gotten glitter on. Okay, and then here's the two Mrs. Clauses. This one and this one. Aren't they cute? I just love how they turned out. I did like a brown glasses here, and I gave her rose gold glasses here. And let's see. And here's a ruby reindeer completed with her snowflake. Right? And she's got the hooves and the eyes. I just love how that looks. And I bet it'd look good on those on the bow. But I should fill her bows. Don't you think? I think I might do that. I'll have to do it after I'm done back on this side. I will do it on the other side. And then I got our 3 elves. Right? Here's 1, 2, and third one's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And here's the third one. So they're all a little bit different. So this one has the gem on the toe and the gem on the hat. This one just has the gems on the toes. This one has the gems on the toes. And then it's got the gems for the dots on the packages. So, and all their eyes are done, and all their cheeks are done with my liquid pearl, and it is Ballerina is the color. Okay, so that's what we did the cheeks with. And then one more, and it's a penguin. I love this one. I love penguins. They're my favorite. So I put gems on here for the dots on the, here. I need to fill this one because these ones look really good that they're filled. They got that little fun shimmer and shine to them. And so I'll probably fill up the ho 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 as well. And so what we're going to be doing today, oops, I have all my colors that I need out to do the 3 that are in front of you. So we're going to be working on the moose with the Christmas tree. We're going to do Rudy with the snowman. And then Penny, our penguin, will be done as well. So I'll be working on these as we go. We'll continue to chit-chat. It's just all kinds of fun going on over here in the Sunset Girl Creates family office, right? And that does not line up at all very well. I don't know if I'll be able to fix it or not. How did it get so bad? I don't know. It's not that far off, actually. It's lined up. Might be a little bit off, but not that much. Okay, I'll just have to fix it. It's what I do. I'm a fixer. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to put the dot on his nose. So, now you got to be careful on these ones. Yeah, that's going to drive me crazy looking at that. There's nothing I can do. My double-sided tape is already, after 24 hours, you can pull it up. It's really difficult, and you take the chance of, you take the chance of something not working correctly, right? And it'll rip. So you want to be very careful and not rip it, right? That's really, really, really important. And I'm going to go over here and find one of the red gems. So I pull it out of my bag, my container, and I just pull it around till I find it. There it is, and it just needs to be held for a second, and then it'll be set enough for it to go. So, we're going to be doing a bunch of glitter time right now, so I'm going to start up here, and sometimes it is part of what happens is actually having clogs, but there you keep a pin on right where you're at, and it's really easy to unclog them. Some people say to push through it so you get the actual clog to pull out. I prefer not doing that myself, only because I don't want it to be wasted, right? I'm not into wasting my supplies. Okay, I'm making this a solid line because I'm covering it up, so that's why it's a little thicker as I go. And I just like to kind of push it around. I like to make sure that it gets on there good, you know, and that by the time you're done, all you see is a beautiful shimmer and shine of green glitter, right? Because ultimately that's what we're trying to do, is do a shimmer and shine kind of thing. And then I think I did his gloves and everything like that, yeah. I like to just double check, turn it over to make sure I'm doing it the way I think I'm supposed to be doing it, right? Because who knows? You know, sometimes my brain tells me something it shouldn't be telling me. And it tells me I'm doing something right. And really, I am doing it right. So I need to give myself credit for the time when I do things right, you know? And so I went ahead on some of them and didn't just outline. I filled in all the glitter. And it was just a lot of fun. These are a good way to do a good creative outsource. And, you know, ways of being creative. What can you do to be creative, you know? I know after the first of the year, we're going to start doing some scrapbook pages in here. I have to get some pictures, but I have quite a few pictures that are printed out that are ready to go. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to do scrapbook pages right now because I don't have a whole lot of pictures of the kids. But I have some of their school pictures that they've done. I've got some, you know, I want to do something with one of Carly's. She did really good on one of her spelling tests, and she sent it to Mima for Mima to have a copy. And, you know, her great-grandmother that my grandkids live with, she is fantastic about letting the kids be fully involved with me, even though it was my daughter that ultimately had the kids and has kind of just walked away from her kids to this point. Her kids wouldn't even know who she was. I know that because the last time we were in Texas was for the court date. And so I had to go because I was on the witness list to protect my grandchildren. So she got guardianship of the kids, and so she is in charge. But she always makes sure that we get full. We can talk to the kids anytime we want. We can call, and I could call and just talk to the kids. And I don't do that as much because I know that my grandkids are so busy that after school they don't have time for anything because they've got their after school projects going on. So like they go to karate. Like my grandson had karate yesterday and my granddaughter has karate today. And by the way, they love karate. I'm so happy. I love it when my grandkids are having something that can really make them happy. Because part of life is just to be fun and happy, right? And enjoy your life. I'm going to check one more thing. I still have to put those not drills, but gems, sorry. I'm so used to calling them drills for diamond painting. I usually will pick up with tweezers instead of my fingers at this point because I do have wet glitter on here already. So I'm just turning it over, and I wanted to check, and it's a good thing I checked because I was going to do a black hat, and on this side it is a blue hat. So I am glad I double checked. So even when it comes to doing crafts like doing what I'm doing right here, just pulled some and printed some, print and cut some silhouette pieces, and I'm busy now getting them ready to go on the tree, right? So, and it doesn't cost me much. A thing of white cardstock doesn't cost a whole lot, right? And then whatever the price of your ink is, right? Because you got to consider ink. I have a subscription, so I get ink anytime I want. They just mail it to me based on my levels. And so I've got a new batch coming. Of course, I still have a whole black cartridge that has not been used. I was dabbing that really good because it's on the edge and it's the overlap, and I don't want that overlap to show. So see, this is how I fixed the overlap. So let's finish this. Let me get this all in here, and I'll show you how it looks now that I finished fixing the overlap. And you won't hardly be able to tell. So I kind of push this around a little bit so that it doesn't like have a big pool. I don't mind having a little bit of pool in it. And it makes it, I kind of like movement. So that's why I did it this way, so that it has a little bit of movement, right? And the thing is when it's on the tree and the lights are there and everything, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got the tree up yesterday. Now, it's only a 4-foot tree, okay? I have a small house, but I can decorate like the best of them. And I have, is his pants this too? No, his pants are glitter. See, so the pants are glitter, see? So it's a good thing I checked. So it's the dark blue. I don't think I have the dark blue one out. I can find it. That's it. Would be the Twilight. So I'm going to carefully try to hold this. I like to try to hold it because I don't like it to move too much when I'm trying to work. Because it can get difficult. Right? So you want to be careful. You know, it's just like it. And remember, it takes time. It takes time to practice. You can do this just as well as I do with a little bit of practice. Okay? Because I had to practice to get to this point, right? I had to do my own practicing. I'm trying to get like in between there. Okay, that did most of that. Awesome, it did work out well. Okay, so there's that dark blue. And then let's go ahead and let's see, what kind of dots did we put on the front of these? Okay, so it would be you know what? I just noticed when I picked that up, only part of that glove got glitter on it. So I'm doing this video at like 5:30 in the morning. So I don't have any natural light coming in my window yet. So all I have is the overhead light. I need to get a bulb so I can fix my other lamp so I have a little bit more light on the subject. I don't want to bring in my aunt light from the living room. Now there, okay, so now it's got full coverage. It looks a lot nicer and cleaner. And so that's kind of what I was looking for. And the whole thing is just to try to get things to look consistent, right? Because I don't want to put these on and then it doesn't look consistent or look nice, right? Because these are going to be on my Christmas tree. You guys are seeing these, so they're out on the. They're really out there, and they're busy. So I was listening to Mrs. Crochet and Coffee this morning. I love watching her. She makes me laugh. I only watch her whip and chat. And sometimes her unboxings. I like her unboxings. She does a lot of inclusion diamond art. There's more and more inclusion diamond art coming out if you haven't noticed. And I think that's fantastic. I think that we should be including all nationalities, religions, everything. We're the United States. Listen to our Pledge of Allegiance. It'll tell you how good we are. Right? Anyways, I'm a little, what do they call it? I'm really good at following the leader when it comes to that kind of stuff. But, okay, so now, let's go ahead. I'm going to do the orange for the carrot. Okay, so let's do our, is it just, I think the carrot is just outlined, but let me double check. No, carrots filled. Okay. I guess I did a fill on this one. I usually don't fill them a lot. I like the idea of just doing the outline. But I think on this snowman, it was just made to be glittered to the hilt. It was just made for this. And you know, if you give yourself some time and remember that mistakes happen, it doesn't matter if you're worried about mistakes now or later. They're going to happen then or now, right? So enjoy the time that you have. It's not about being perfect, because if you wanted perfect ornaments, you'd go to the store and buy them because you'd want somebody else to make those, right? If you wanted to buy them. To me, the perfect ornament is a handmade ornament. And I had just crawled and snugly into bed, I hadn't got, I mean, I wasn't going to sleep quite yet anyways, but I was down and snuggly. It was nighttime. It was 8 o'clock, and, you know, by 8 o'clock, I'm ready for bed because I'm up at 4:30 every morning. And that's not on an alarm, by the way. That is how I wake up in the morning. Absolutely. It's not always a fun thing, no. Okay? Yeah, so, you know, it's just, we can have fun with life, or we can just let life be life, right? I like the part of having fun myself. Oh, I hate this one. Okay, see this one? It has a wider nipple. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, it's got a wider nipple. See how wide that nipple is? And I'll show you this other nipple. See? So see the difference in the nipples? So that means this comes out faster and thicker. And these come out a lot easier where you can really get that detail in. And most Ranger ones are this way, are with the smaller tips. So I was really surprised when I opened one and it wasn't a small tip. But I love the color, the colorway of this. And I'll tell you in a second. Let me get this started. I'm really leery of doing this because it is the really wide tip. And see, I like it because this one has, it's called Icicle, I think is what this one is. And it has just that hint of blue. Yeah, Icicle. It has just that hint of blue. So when I'm doing it around the snow, it picks up that little bit of blue in the background and really brings it out. There is a little line there, and normally it would be a lot cleaner than that. But we're going to go with what we got, right, guys? That's what it's all about. Let me find another spot to anchor my finger. By holding it in my other finger, it allows me what I need to be able to go around the whole circle. Now see, that's how, if you can do it like that and lay it down beautifully like that, you're going to be golden. Awesomely golden, right? Just making sure there's no more. Oh, I missed this one. Did I do on the inside of the sleeves next to the red? No. Did on both sides of that and that, but not on that. Okay. I was just checking to see, make sure I didn't miss any spots. And I did miss one. I have to go around here. So it's good to have, if you're trying to repeat what you did before, it's good to have, to be able to look at what you did before, right? Whether you take a picture of it or you have a copy of it in front of you, right? One or the other. And it's going to work out in your favor. And you'll get practice. It's just like I tell you when people ask me about, well, the diamond painting, what do you do with all your diamond paintings? Well, I have some, and I'm going to be putting them on the wall. And I'm really, really excited about the wall now because of the way I have my desk. My desk is aimed directly at that wall. It is like the bomb-diddity of bomb-diddities. I mean, if you want the fun, you're going to get the fun, right? Yeah, so I'm aimed now directly at that wall. So I'm super thrilled. And then let's see, we're going to finish off the reindeer. Oh, let's do the red first. I always do the reindeer last. I love doing these. It's almost like a coloring game, right? As I'm doing this, it's like a coloring game. And I get to play colors. So, oh yeah, I wanted to tell you last night, I got a phone call at, I think I filled all the red in. just after I went to bed last night, I got a phone call. And I'm like, who's calling me at this time? And I looked at my watch and I saw the kid's grandma's name on the phone. And I'm like, it must be the kids. So now I'm getting up, trying to get my glasses back on, trying to find the iPad, because I know it's my granddaughter calling, and she's going to want to see Mima's face. So I knew I had no choice but to get up and find the iPad quickly. And then I was telling him, you caught me just in time. I was just snuggling in to go to sleep. My granddaughter goes, so early, Mima? And I said, well, it's 8 o'clock here, Carly. She says, still, Mima, so early? And I said, well, you know, I'm kind of like Gigi. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. You know? And she's like, oh, okay, Mima. Do we need to let you go? Of course not. I'm always here to talk to you, girl. And I am thrilled to be able to talk to her. Now that summertime's over, she's going to get more of her crafts done that she's got at home. Summertime, it's harder for me to be able to get craft days with her. But we're going to do one this weekend. So I'm going to be doing crafts with my granddaughter. So I'll have stories next week. And she got to see that we had the Christmas tree up. And we turned on the lights on the Christmas tree already. I need to go check and let my dog out. She's scratching on the door. So let me go let the dog out and I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm back. So it wasn't the dog. It was my husband. Got up to get a drink of water. And so I have the door closed. And when I have the door closed to me, to my office, because I close it so that I don't make a whole lot of noise while he's sleeping, because he's more of a night owl and I'm a morning person. Now the fun of trying to get these reds in here. It's really kind of easy to do these really thin lines though with the Ranger tips. With these tips that Ranger has. These are phenomenal tips. I really like them. I mean, it makes doing this intricate work so nice. Because as you can see, we have small areas that we need to cover. And I was able to cover those without going out of the area because my tip is so, and it's the pressure also. So how much pressure are you putting on your bottle? And that will be the difference on how fast or how slow your glitter comes out. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're really just getting just enough pressure to get it out of the bottle. Because we don't want to spend and waste all our glitter because we gob it on. And so it's just it's like putting makeup on almost. You know, especially around your eyes when you're putting eye makeup on. I was trying to think of a good way to explain it, so that's why eye makeup came up. I don't do it, but I have friends that do. And they have beautiful eyes. And you can see them because they do such intricate, beautiful work when they're doing their eyes. And it's like, how do you have so much time to do that? One of them is my best friend, and she actually does it with a 6-year-old, seven-year-old. God, they're getting old. I haven't seen them much because of the COVID, and she's really, really busy trying to take care of her daughter. Her daughter's been tested and has what is it called? Now that I'm talking about it, it was just on the tip of my tongue. She has a learning disorder, And she reads letters backwards. And I, to this day, don't ask me. I will be able, by the end of the video, I'll tell you what I was thinking, okay? So, anyway, she has, she keeps her busy, keeps her on her toes. So, dyslexia, thank you. Okay, so she's got the dyslexia. And so, she's got her in a special school that will help her adapt to being in regular school. And she actually applied for a grant and got the grant so her daughter could go there. I was so proud of my friend. She's like super smart. Excuse me. She's super smart. She's got a master's degree. And she did really well. She did that by working 50 hours a week and taking care of a 6-year-old and dealing with an ex who was not so fun to deal with. And so it leaves it open for her to have a little bit more freedom now. But she is just an amazing woman. I love her to death. And I give her all the credit for as well as she's done in her life. She lost her mother at an early age. And she just lost her father a couple years ago. Oh, yeah. And that was the other thing she was doing while she was going to school. She was taking care of her father as well. Her elderly father. He had gotten Alzheimer's. And so, you know, I hate Alzheimer's. I hate the disease. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to have to hold this and I'm going to turn it. And I'm actually going to hold it right here. And I'm going to have to do that to this too. Let me put this here. You know, and I moved it here. And now, it's not in enough light. There we go. Are we still on camera? Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure we're still on camera. And I'm actually going to turn it around so that I can work on this side without going over all the glitter spots. So an easy way to avoid getting glitter on, and that's why I left the brown till last, because I knew that I could turn it around and do this one set. Now I'm going to probably have to go to the other hooves and fix them so they match. Yeah, I'm going to have to do the outline on those. Okay. And so sometimes we'll do something and we think we've done it. And we might have not been actually doing what we thought we were doing, right? So I have to go in. Those will be filled, but I didn't do the edge. So I made that modification on this side. I'll have to make that same modification on the other side, okay? So whatever you do on one side, you have to replicate on the other side. Or if you choose, you don't even have to replicate. You can do 2 different size or kind of ornaments, right? Actually, that kind of sounds fun. Just to do one that's just whatever I remember or whatever I want to put in it. If I want to do it different, it's a nice option, right? Another thing is, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is got a lot of muck on the tip, right? Because of the way I'm using this today. So I take a paper towel and I run around it and see now all that's cleaned up. So it'll allow me to keep getting clean lines. So keep your tips clean. Okay? Because if they're not clean and you touch something wrong, especially when you're trying to do the fine intricate lines that I'm doing right now. Now, I would not recommend, if you have a split in your line somewhere, to stop at the time while you're doing it, okay? Just come back and carefully lay it in there. And it'll be fine. No worries, no hurries. So, now we're going to go finish the rest of this. Right? Come around here. in there. So anyways, let me finish telling you about my granddaughter and the conversation. She called up, and she called up, and my husband's going, why is she calling so late? Okay, for one thing, she's in Seattle. Or not Seattle, but in Washington, outside of Seattle. They live on one of the islands. So they're actually on the island and not necessarily they're not necessarily on the mainland most of the time. So if there's anything, she usually does everything when she goes to the mainland, because the kids' school is on the island and everything. They go to a private Christian school, so they're getting their feet on good. My granddaughter is learning to speak. What is that language? Man, my brain has lost it today. You know that? I don't know what's up with my brain. Okay. And there's my eyebrows. And all I have to do is finish going around the little nodes right there and bring it up this antler. Okay. So I asked my granddaughter, because my husband asked, well, why did she call? She heard Peepaw. And she goes, because I haven't spoken to Mima in a long time. So, it'd been too long between calls. And I know they're always busy, so I hate to bother them during their times, during the day and stuff, weekdays and stuff. I hate bothering them. But we're doing we're gonna diamond paint together this weekend though. And I asked her, I said, how is your did she still want to learn to knit and crochet? And she said, yeah. And I heard Gigi in the background say, what about all those projects you got in there that you haven't finished? So I'm going to help her get them finished. So we're going to finish them together. So we're going to start doing some play dates so that she can spend time with Mima. And as soon as I said that, she was like overjoyed when I said we could have a crafting day. I like it when if something makes her happy, She's been through so lot in her life. But you know what? She's coming out to be such a glorious, beautiful girl. I just am so enamored by how beautiful she's turning out. It's just amazing, to watch. It's one thing to watch your kids grow up, but it's another thing to watch your grandkids grow up, right? Because when you're dealing with your kids, you're dealing with your kids, right? Plain and simple. They're your snots, right? And I know kids aren't snots. I was just saying that in a facetious way because no, I love my kids. Do not take that wrong, okay? Does not mean anything that I don't love my grandchildren. I want to make that clear. Okay? Those two kids, I would die for, okay? They're my babies. I was there when JJ was born. Unfortunately, I was at a work conference and I couldn't get out when my granddaughter was born. But I've been to most of her birthday parties. Her birthday parties are much easier to get to than her brother's because her brother's are December 4th. Oh, shoot. That means I got to get a birthday present together. Gosh darn it. I'm glad I happened to say that. I would be in trouble. My husband's got to buy some Legos and send them out to his grandson. I just want to make sure this one's icicle. It has to be the icicle. Okay, so this one, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to bring this one over, and actually, I was going to do this one, but I'm going to bring this one over because I want to do this one slightly different. I'm going to keep this in the silver, and I think I'm going to make the sleigh a different color, and then I'm going to make and put different colors in here for my bulbs. So I'm going to try a little bit different on the back. So I'll do a little bit of different, little same. And I'm going to put some kind of design in here so that it kind of covers up this Merry Christmas here. So I got to come up with a design. Not sure what I'm going to do about the design. Now the only place I have these are here and here. I just wanted to make sure if that was white or not. So some things I'll keep the same, right? I'll keep, and I'll do I'll do that and that in a different color because this one is made for icicles. So I really like how it brings out the blue color in it. And so it really makes the snow pop out, you know? And you know, if you practice, even with this big tip on it, you can still get intricate work done. I'm not saying you can't, because I can do it. It just takes practice. You know, it's much easier to get used to doing the intricate work with the smaller tips, because the smaller tips, they're obviously smaller and they're easier to get into those small areas, right? But you can't always do that. And I want all the snow to glisten, right? So I'm covering all the snow with this icicle. Scrapbook.com, I believe, is where I get all of my glitter. I have not been in there in a long time. I haven't purchased any in the recent future or the recent past. So when I get the videos up, and I know I put one up yesterday. I did not put the description in there because I got to get it done. I will get it done today and get it for all the videos. Well, it's just the two, today's and tomorrow's. And so back to the internet, we had issues with our old provider. And this is why I was off last week. I couldn't put videos up. I couldn't even manage my channel, okay? I mean, I could sitting from home, but it was just really difficult because I had no internet. Okay? So we went almost a week without functioning internet. We had it in spots, right? It was real spotty. So, and then we've been watching for the last few months why they put in the fiber optics on our block, right? I was like thrilled when I saw it. Fiber optics are just amazing. So I used to have, it would take me a good 2.5, 3 hours to upload an hour video, right? I had the video yesterday, and I figured, okay, what the heck, I'm just going to go sit and relax, because I know that oh, I lost my thought again. Oh, my brain is just not working today. It's not playing right. Okay, so I'm going to put some red ones here on our holly. Right? Oh, look at it. Doesn't that make it look really pretty with that blue glitter in there? It's got the blues and the pinks. It's really pretty. Okay, so with these packages they come, I could literally pick this up and pull this whole string in one, right? They've got glue that connects to each one, so if you want to do that, you can. However, I just take my X-Acto knife and it will pull and it'll cut that glue so you can pull them separately, right? So I want to make sure I have 3 available and that I've cut the glue on all 3 of them. And I don't think I've ever pulled a whole strand out, believe it or not, and used one strand. And that's just probably because it's not something I usually do. I just had it go flying. Gosh dang it. Okay, I'll find it in a minute. going to be covered in dog hair, so we won't be able to use it anyways. Why are my tweezers flipping these already? Okay, that's 2. Let me see if I can do this and get a third to charm, right? Got one. I like to try to make sure I get it into the right spot from the beginning, because once I put it down, there won't be picking it up. There won't be any picking it up, I'm telling you. Okay, so, and then what else is going on? Oh, Mrs. Crochet and Coffee is getting ready to do a question video where she invites the new channels to participate, and then she makes a playlist, and that playlist will then sit on her channel. So I've sent her an email already, man. I watch her whipping chats as soon as they come out, and I caught it. I caught the announcement. So hopefully she sends me the questions, and we'll do Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's questions. I'm really thrilled because I love watching her. She is like so fun to watch. I'm saying, I need my silver. I don't remember where I put it because I didn't pull that one out. Okay. So the silver is going to be just here on the truck or the sled ski. Okay. Because we just want a nice outline on it. Right? And try, if you can, to just keep the flow going so you get one solid fluid line, right? Because you want a fluid line along here. You might get caught up a little bit on where that snow is. Just go up and around and kind of follow the contour of it. Oops, I didn't mean to let go. And then here we go. Okay, I got a low battery and I had to jump over and get it plugged in so we didn't lose our battery. So let's see. I want to do this one a little bit different. So the other ones I put pink and black on. And this one I'm going to put I'll just do it with these ones actually. I like this. I'm going to do a blue and light pink. Okay, so as you can see, I have these light pinks and I have these blues. I do wish I had something that was darker pink. And I'll probably throw in some of these yellows as well. So I have a little variety of colors. So I'll usually go through and cut a big line of them because then I don't have to worry when I want to come in. I just pick one that I want. So I make sure I just cut quite a few, right? To make it so I have some options. And so the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to put a big blue one on the tip of the tree. And yeah, it's going to go right. Ooh. Come on. So be careful. I have to fill that in just a little bit. Looks like I took just a little bit off it. Okay. There we go. And you can just put an extra little drop in there. And I like to just move it and to get it, because it'll flatten. What happens is the glue basically evaporates on the bottom and it lets the glitter stay on top. So I'm going to put 2 pink ones on here, one here, okay, one there, flippity flop. Okay, and then I'm putting another pink one on. Oh, come on, unstick. See, I hate it when it gets on the bottom of the sticky. It's gonna do it either way, isn't it? Okay, it doesn't want to cooperate at all today, does it? Okay, let's see if we can get it to come off. Okay, this one's not cooperating with me. Let me just lay it down here. So sometimes I will take and lay them down flat again so I can pick them up properly. And sometimes it lets me. Now see, these are not the rounded tips, they're the straight tips. And sometimes they're difficult to work with. So, and I've got long nails, so I can't use my fingers to lay them. There we go. Finally. Yay! Look at that. Okay, now I'm going to put 3 yellow ones across on the next layer on the light color. So we're going to add some yellow bling. Yellow bling. And so I need 3 yellows. See, it's easier if they get picked up right in the first place. And when you drop them or something, it makes it more difficult to pick them up. I know. I don't need to be complaining at all, do I? Probably not, but... Okay, so there. Now we've got the yellows on, right? Now I'm going to put blue on the bottom. Okay, blue. And okay, and there. Yeah, sorry for the quiet moment. Okay, we got one left to go. I'm used to just doing this as a solitary activity, believe it or not. I don't normally videotape when I do this kind of work. So bear with me as I learn to videotape where I do that. So see how nice that tree looks now? So that's kind of where I was at on that. And I've put my finger in this, I don't know how many times down here on the icicle. So I need to do some repair work. Because I took all the glitter off. What's fun without the glitter? You know? I'm all about the glitter, people. If it's not glittered up, it's not in my house. And you know what? Glitter up could be AB diamonds, just could be regular diamonds. Glittering up regular diamonds is pretty fun too. So, where are we at now? We have to finish up our white, and I'm using diamond. It's my favorite to do white work on. I always use my diamond, okay? I probably need a new diamond, believe it or not. I'm to that point. Okay, I need to poke the tip. And the reason I have to re-poke the tip is because I have them all standing up. If I lift them upside down, and I will, they'll all go back upside down. They're only out because I'm busy doing a video. Now, let me show you. So you can see this tip? I'm back to the really skinny tips, right? So it makes it a lot easier to do this intricate work. And on this side, I think I'm going to fill that ball with the sparkly stuff I put in the eyes. Okay, I'm going to do this last piece up here. I'll do the flooding. I've shown you what I meant, but I'm going to do that after the video, and you'll see the full thing when it's done. This flooding, because it's going to take a little while. Okay, I need a red. So I'm using Christmas red. And there's a Shamrock is the green. It's Christmas green too. Shamrock and Christmas green are pretty interchangeable. And trust me, I know, because these are my two favorite holidays. St. Patty's Day, which is 2 days before my birthday, by the way. And I am Irish, so it fits in a lot of ways. I just like to go have fun. The party used to start on St. Patty's Day, and it didn't stop till after midnight, or probably 2 or 3 a.m. on the day after my birthday. Yeah. That was back in the day, man. I was young. I'm still young. I just don't do the stupid stuff anymore, right? I mean, I was never good growing up all the time. I mean, if there was a way to come in and show that I had, it's okay to be different. Well, you're talking to the one that mastered how to be different, right? Because I don't like to talk to people. I just don't. I do like to talk to people. I take that back. It's my husband that doesn't. That's what I meant to say. I'm just putting his little pink, his pink blushed cheeks. I like how that turns out. They have nice little puffy cheeks. Pulls out a 3D effect, right? And when I'm doing this, I'm always looking for like a 3D effect, right? Because what fun is it if you can't have fun doing it, right? So I like to, and I love making things pop, right? Making things pop. And so when it's on my tree, all these different glitters and what are these called again? Liquid pearls. Sorry, I always forget they're called liquid pearls. I don't know why. Because I don't think of pearls being liquid, I think. But it is liquid pearl. So that's a lot of fun. And I've just started really getting used to using them. I had to practice with them, the liquid pearls, because I was not very good at them. I'll tell you that much from the start. I was not that good at them. Okay, I do the cinnamon, which is the closest to brown I can find, which is a nice brown. I haven't quite found a black, so I use a few different things for black. And now I want to pull in a lighter color, a semi-lighter color. But I have to see what it is. Champagne. There we go. I like the champagne. It's not quite gold, and it's not quite brown, but it kind of works with this lighter color brown. Where did my wet wipe go? I had my wet wipe on my lap, but it's disappeared. It must have fallen. Okay. I don't know where it's at. I was trying to clean my tip, and I found something on the floor that needed to be picked up. Okay, so let me get started. I'm going to actually shift this around because I only have this part to do, and I'm tired of hitting my hand in the icicles. And it'll be easier to get a more consistent line. And to pop that. Pop it. As soon as we're done with this, we'll go ahead and shut down the video. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what I do on the other side. And we've done a couple ornaments, which we did yesterday. We had a nice long, I think it was an hour and 9 minutes total. So that's usually a little longer than I do, but you know, we were just having fun, right? And sometimes when you're having fun, you don't want to stop. So I tried to keep them right at 1 o'clock, at 1 hour, so that, you know, I prefer myself to not have a video more than 1 hour. So if I see a video, you know, I will go 1 hour and 10, 1 hour and 20 minutes, maybe. But, you know, up to 90 minutes, I'm okay with that. But when you start getting into 2.5, 3 hours, that's a little much for me. I don't usually go to too many lives. For one thing, it's hard for me I don't get to them as often because they're always done at times I'm sleeping most of the time. Like, I'd love to go into Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's live on Fridays, but I've already been asleep for about 2 hours. You know, my finger got caught up in the antler. Now, I'm touching it, but I'm doing it from the underside where I'm not touching my fingernail. Because, see, my fingernail does not have any glitter on it. So, just be careful, okay? I've got this last antler to do. So, I'm going to go ahead and work on our exit. So, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys are going to be doing for your Christmas decorations down below. Are you making your own Christmas decorations? Do you have traditional ones that you use that you've used every year? My mom still has those. My mom's still alive. She has all of those fun. I went right across that liquid pearl. Did you see that? That was not smart. Look, but I saved it. Haha! Look, it's saved. Save it. Yep. So, you know, I'm okay if there's a little bit of up and down on the kind of a movement, you know. And it's okay to have a little movement in your piece, right? I'm getting to the bottom of this. I know I am, but I will use my tips. I will use my glitters till I can't get any more out of them. Hopefully I can at least get this last line done. I don't know. I think that may have been the end of it. Yeah. That's the end of the champagne. Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can find something that would be comparable. I don't really have anything. Maybe this one. Okay, I'm going to do this Mercury Glow, and put this on around here. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad and noticeable. Kind of is, especially now to put a super big line on it. Okay. There. And I'm going to go back over the antlers because I want it to be the same color. Okay, so it's going to have a little bit of that champagne underneath it, but it's also going to have the Mercury Glow on it as well. And then we have a nice cohesive piece. And so if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to get a thumbs up. That helps me. Every time that you do it, I think I got a notice that I had 800 clicks. So I'm really happy that we're starting to get clicks out there. And so I'm hitting some of my milestones. We have a new subscriber. I forgot to welcome them yesterday. So welcome to our new subscribers. And if you want to be a subscriber, all you have to do is hit that button down below. It'll let you know. It will let you be a part of my channel. And then if you hit the bell icon right next to it, then you can find out every time I upload a video for your viewing pleasure. So if there's anything else that you want to do or talk about it, leave it in the comment sections below. Let's get some conversation started. Let's get going. Let's see where we can take this. So with that said, I want to thank you all for coming, and I wish you all the best and happy Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.